The Triboro Bridge is a complex of three separate bridges connecting Manhattan, the Bronx, and Queens via Randall's and Ward's Island. The three bridges are: one, the Harlem River Vertical Lift Bridge, the largest in the world, which connects Manhattan to Randall's Island; two, the Bronx Kill Trust Bridge, connecting Randall's Island and the Bronx. And the Kill is a Dutch word for a small river or stream. And three, the Suspension Bridge over the Hell Gate, a Strait of the East River connecting Ward's Island to Astoria, Queens. This bridge and the Hoover Dam in Nevada are considered the two greatest engineering projects of the 1930s. And the bridge is very massive, with 4 lanes of traffic in each way and over 3 miles in length. Construction began in October of 1929, but work was discontinued for lack of funds in 1932. In 1933, Robert Moses Triboro Bridge Authority resumed construction, and the bridge opened for traffic July 11, 1936, with Mayor LaGuardia, Franklin Roosevelt, and Governor Lehman in attendance at the opening ceremonies. Robert Caro, Moses' biographer, said about the Triboro: "Triboro is not a bridge so much as a traffic machine," and so it is. Well, we'll start our walk in Manhattan. We'll cross the Harlem River over the vertical lift bridge and descend to Randall's Island. We'll walk on Randall's Island to the new pedestrian walkway under the Hell Gate Bridge, crossing over briefly into the Bronx, and then returning to ascend the suspension span. We'll walk on the main span over Ward's Island and over the East River, over the Hell Gate, before completing our walk on the Queens side in Astoria. Okay, we're here today at the 125th Street and 2nd Avenue. We're just about to walk across the Triboro Bridge. And today's supposed to be a little different from the usual, in that it'll be led by Richard Melnick of the Greater Astoria Historical Society. Okay, folks, we're going to start here. His comments along the way. Okay, let's go. Well, we're starting on our way up the bridge from the Manhattan side. We'll be walking to Queens. And as you know, the bridge goes from Manhattan to the Bronx, from the Bronx to Queens, and to Manhattan. And we have a view of First Avenue looking downtown. Well, there we see the vertical lift span, which connects the Manhattan to the Bronx. And supposedly this is the largest in the world of this type of a bridge. You can see the FDR Drive south and north, and the approach to the Triboro.
Bridge. It connects Manhattan, the Bronx, and Queens, thus the term Triboro. This is a vertical lift span. The 3 bridges is a truss span which goes to the Bronx. We'll see that in a little bit. This is a vertical lift span. See here? The lift span at the time had the most square feet of any lift bridge in the world, at 29,000 square feet.
Well, here we see the Willis Avenue Bridge, and behind it the Madison Avenue Bridge, and the MTA Bridge, which takes Amtrak across, and we're looking at the Harlem River. There's a view of the Harlem River, and the Triboro suspension span in the background, and the Hell Gate Bridge. Well, here we see Harlem on the right with the FDR Drive, and the Harlem River. Swing around, and we see Randall's Island on the left. Traffic flowing across the bridge into Queens and to the Bronx. The booths here. There's one set of toll booths. This is the one that take you to the Queens of Manhattan, and the other one from the Bronx, which we may see at a certain point. Well, here's another view of the vertical lift span from Randall's Island. We're on the island now. Moses' headquarters. Built in 1936, and this is where he presided over the Triboro Bridge and Tunnel Authority.
This right here is called the Bronx Kill. K-I-L-L or K-I-L-L-E in Dutch is Dutch for small stream or creek. You've got the Bronx Kill here. Off of Newtown Creek, you've got Dutch Kills and English Kill. So it does not mean murder. It means Dutch for small stream or creek. Also, there's Fresh Kills in Staten Island, the Catskills, Peekskill, and the Schuylkill River, which is right off the Delaware River in Philadelphia. It connects the Harlem River to the East River, and it's unnavigable by larger vessels. I've come through here on kayak though, and we came through one time. It's a fixed bridge, not a maintenance bridge, even though they do maintenance on it. Fixed meaning it's not moving. To give you an idea, the Bronx Hill was once much wider, and it went over to the tower here. So right now where we are is all landfill. So the Bronx Hill ran from that concrete tower to that one. It was much wider. They filled in the northern port of Randall's
Bridge on Randall's Island, walking across to this new pedestrian walkway into the Bronx.
I've never been on mainland, I just do island hopping. I'm an
Let
island
you know,
hopper.
gravel from the rail tracks above does fall down.
Yeah. We're walking across the Bronx Kill into the Bronx.
Even though there's no bikes at the moment. Just to give you perspectives here, looking back to the west, we've got the truss bridge of the Triboro Bridge. You can see the Bronx Kill.
Here we see the truss bridge of the Triboro, the Bronx Kill. We're seeing Astoria. There's the Paletti power plant in Astoria. And this is leading out to Long Island Sound.
Here, Randall's Island to the north and Ward's Island to the south were two separate islands up until the 1930s, separated by the Little Hell Gate. I'm going to talk about the main Hell Gate when we get on the bridge. But the Little Hell Gate, Randall's Island, Ward's Island, they were landfilled in the 1930s. The area over here where the ball fields are was a place called Sunken Meadow, where at high tide you could bring a pleasure boat through there, but at low tide there was a lot of sand dunes and marshland, and they filled it all in to make the ball fields also. To the west of here, we'll see it as we go a little further south, there's a lagoon that's still there, and I recommend if you come here for a day, they have a bridge that crosses a lagoon. That's the final, as long as that's water and not bird dropping. It does not stimulate follicle growth. The Little Hell Gate remnants in a lagoon over there, it's like a natural birding area and fish area that they've kept wild. And there was no Triboro for 20 more years. They built 4 inverted truss spans because this was over water. Now it's all landfill. In fact, when we go up the road a little, you're going to look at some low ground and see some cattails and some other seagrass.
And we see Amtrak going across the Hell Gate. Well, we're walking up the ramp onto the main span, the suspension bridge. And you can see it through the fence. And we should be getting a clearer view in a few moments. Okay, we see the suspension bridge portion of the bridge. Traffic coming across through the Bronx.
Bridge, it crosses the East River, the main body of the East River. From Anchorage, the Anchorage is right there where the stairs are. If you look through the fence here, you can see where the cables end, and they go into this big concrete anchor that we're on right now. Every suspension bridge has one. So the length from Anchorage to Anchorage is 2,780 feet, and from tower to tower, it's 1,380 feet, and it's 315 feet high. To give you perspective, the tower on top of the One World Trade Center is 408 feet. So the communications tower on One World Trade is almost 100 feet taller than this bridge, from the ground to the top. This is 300
View of the Hellgate Bridge from the Triboro. We see the East River. We go to the left, to the right, we see Astoria Park. There's the pool. We come back around. The bridge is built in 1916. When it was built, it was the largest steel arch bridge in the world. It's a railroad bridge. Amtrak and freight go across this bridge. No traffic, no vehicular or pedestrian traffic. There's Manhattan on the other side of the lane of traffic here. See the traffic coming across. Another view of the Hellgate Bridge and the Hellgate. Churning waters of the Hellgate. The tide is very, very strong here.
Watch out, Neil. Bicycle. This is the starting line. About the bridge. To the pedestrian, the bridge offers one of the most spectacular high-level walks in the country. I'm recommending that walkers start from the Astoria end. Louis Bunker.
Well, proceeding down the bridge here, we're coming onto the Queens side. Now we pan across to Astoria. And we pan across back here, we see Long Island City and Manhattan. They're coming across still. Park with the pool right in the center of our picture. Traffic again. There we go, we're just about to leave the bridge. You still see the traffic coming up from Queens. It's a massive bridge, 8 lanes of traffic. Back and forth. There we see it going from Queens, going to the Bronx and Manhattan. Well, there's the original plaque from 1936. Giving us a little bit of the history.
Graffiti is a crime and they graffitied it and stickered it. How are you going to enforce that?
Well, we're finishing up at the Bohemian Hall in Astoria. We're going to have a little beer.
Bohemian Hall building is the beer garden at Bohemian Hall. Bohemian Hall is this structure here. There's some check words above the doorway, and on the far corner is some check words with 1910. It's the only pre-prohibition beer hall in New York City. There's a lot of beer gardens popping up around, but this is the real deal. And they still have Czech festivals here every year. So let's go in. I'll shut up.
Here we are, Bohemian Hall. Oldest beer garden in New York. Here's our awards of kielbasa and beer at Bohemian Hall. What could be better?
Yeah, exactly.
So at the conclusion of this terrific walk.
Greenwich Village.